You know what else is interesting, man? You gotta tell me the story about your horse.
My horse or my
it's
horse?
Story time.
It's story time?
Yeah!
Story time with Stevey.
I'll take a drink to that, bro. I'll take a drink to that.
So,
it's everyone's favorite part of the podcast.
Or least favorite. We'll see. Anyway. Yeah, so, I bought a horse. I don't know how else to put it. I bought a horse, or part of a horse. And
now you're just bragging, man. You're just straight on flexing on us.
Dude, I found out I had a massive dick, and I'm just showing it to everyone. That's what this is, really. Anyone that will look at my dick, I'm showing it. My horse dick.
You buy what you like, you know?
I guess so. No, so, well, I didn't buy a horse. I bought 1/100,000th of a horse. So,
you should have just stuck with the "I bought a horse" line.
I should have. Well, I should have gotten to explain the full story. Anyway, so I don't know if everyone knows, but the Kentucky Derby happened this last weekend on Sunday. Correct? I think it was. This whole last weekend was a blur. I don't remember what day.
Yeah,
it was.
Saturday. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Saturday the 5th, I believe.
Okay. Anyway, so like I'm sitting there watching it, having a 5 drinks. I think I was having a mojito because I didn't have anything for a mint julep.
Okay.
And
maybe we are sponsored by them, guys.
Maybe we're dropping some subtle hints.
Anyway, 5 drinks.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, so I'm sitting there, I'm watching, and they're talking about like all the different horses and talking about like I think it's Tiz the Law was like the big favorite, and then there was a couple other ones that were like second and third in the odds, but they were kind of far behind Tiz the Law because Tiz the Law, I guess, just like cleaned up in all of like the races before the Kentucky Derby. And they're talking about this one, and they're talking about how it like was being sold, like shares of the horse were being sold online, and anyone could go on and buy shares of the horse. So me being like 1 beer and half a mojito in was like, that sounds like a fun idea. I'm going to buy a share of a horse and it's going to run in the Kentucky Derby. And so I went online, found the website, found the horse, which it was listed on there, and it was like $206 a share. So I was just like, fuck it. I'm going to buy a share. And part of me was like, I'm going to regret this. Like, I'm going to be like, no, this isn't worth it. Like, it's not worth buying the share. And then the horse is going to do really well, and I'm going to miss out on, like, all of the great stories and then any dividends or whatever this horse gets. So I was like, fuck it, I'm going to buy it. So I bought it, like, literally 5 minutes before the race starts. And then the race starts, and I'm watching it, and the horse ends up winning the fucking Kentucky Derby.
It paid off.
I bought into Authentic, the horse that won the Kentucky Derby, and it won. It led for most of the thing.
Get the merch,
dude. I need to. They're sending out emails and talking about how they have merch for it, and they're gonna make more merch, I think, too. So I'm gonna spend a lot of money on merch, and yeah, I don't know, like, I still don't haven't processed it because I don't really understand like if this is like a big deal or not, because I mean technically I'm a Kentucky Derby winner, but you know,
man.
You know,
I mean 100,000 shareholders like isn't even that many in the grand scheme of things. So.
Oh, it's less because I mean there's 100,000 shares, but like the company that was selling the shares,
they don't sell, yeah.
Well, no, they.
I remember seeing it close like before the race too.
Yeah, you told me that because I was looking at it literally like 10-15 minutes before the race started. And they were still selling shares available, or shares were still available. So I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna buy one." But then you checked like right after the race finished, and like they were all sold out. Like they immediately sold out of shares. But no, the company that was doing that only owned 12.5% of the horse, so they only owned 12,500 shares, and then the rest were owned by like a stable, and then another company or whatever. So like literally, there's only like 4,000 shareholders, only. But
it's all business.
It is. Walker
Henny Boyz horse racing is coming.
Yeah, we're gonna turn into a horse stable company now. This is gonna turn into a horse podcast. We're just gonna talk about horses. Yeah, I know nothing about horse racing.
How bad horse women are.
Jesus Christ.
Now we're horse people ourselves.
Yeah, I've never ridden a horse.
It's
I've
not
never
a bad
even know.
thing, man. It's
I
business.
don't even know if I've ever actually like gone up to a horse in person. I know nothing about horses, and I won the Kentucky Derby.
Dude, funny enough, I had the chance of seeing American Pharoah, the most recent Triple Crown winner.
Oh, so you paid the what was it, $200,000 for him to fuck you?
I was gonna say I'm kidding, but now I'm gonna keep going with the story.
Oh, damn it! I thought you actually were being serious. All right, continue with your story.
Yeah, the last horse I saw, they all look the same. I'm like, hey man, you're American Pharoah. What's up, bro?
That makes it even worse. That makes it even more confusing that he fucked you and it was an American Pharoah.
I'm sorry, I have to say it. So we did stepsisters, we did MILFs, and now we gotta do bestiality. You set it up, man.
This is true. I don't want to dip my toe any further into this. This is the black. This
horses,
is the black pool.
Horses, folks.
Jesus, horse.
Well,
boys.
if we're hung like them, man, we gotta talk like them. We gotta respect them. Sheesh, Craig.
Anyway.
We'll change the topic. No.
Anyway, so yeah, that was my week. While you were out, being afraid to talk to MILFs, I want to.
You're buying horses.
I'm buying horses. I'm making business moves. I'm over here making rich guy moves, and yeah. I wonder, like, so I'm seriously.
Stevey's buying horses.
Yeah, I'm curious
ghosting
to
MILFs.
That tells you anything about our personalities.
Zoomer and Boomer Radio. Let's go.
I'm curious to see though what like this what the benefits are of this. Like, so the whole idea is that like
right, yeah.
I as a shareholder of the horse, you get dividends based off.
You already sound pretentious.
I know, right? Well, I'm
as an authentic horse shareholder. Get him out of here.
I can show you my other horses in my stable. These are my helping hands.
Another mint julep.
Yes, indubitably.
Dude. He's a horse guy.
I've turned into a horse guy. I'm gonna start doing the numbers, crunching the numbers. I'm gonna start buying more horses, and it's gonna be my whole life, my whole business.
There's a lot of money in it. You look at those rich ass dudes. Sheesh.
Dude, the winning the Kentucky Derby, you win $1.6 million.
God. That's decent money, yeah.
That is very decent money, or in my case, is $16 because I own one 100,000th of the horse.
So the profit margin wasn't really there. I mean, when's the next race? What's the benefit now? Are there other non-race benefits?
Yeah, the main benefit is the breeding, like, because now that it's won the Kentucky Derby, they can charge obscene amounts of money for, like, it to breed with other horses. And apparently, like, the thing they were saying, the newsletter or whatever they sent out was talking about how, like, I think Justify and American Pharoah, the last two Triple Crown, and obviously Authentic is not a Triple Crown winner, but the last two to win it, or the last two Triple Crown winners were charging like $175,000 to $200,000 per like breeding session or whatever the term is, and they did this like 150 times a year. So,
God, so you're gonna get a cut of that?
Yeah, whatever the. Wow. So I was doing the math, right? So the company pays out dividends once a year. And they take out parts of, like, they take some money from it because they still have to put money up for, like, stable costs and trainers and everything else, like, all these fees, right? Mm-hmm. So, like, the winnings, like, the $16, like, I would theoretically get from winning the Kentucky Derby is probably going to be really small just because they're going to be taking, like, fees out of it. And so, like, I can't imagine. I think Preakness is next. I can't imagine this, like, it's going to happen again. It's going to win Preakness. I don't know. I don't know anything about horse racing, but
watch it happen.
But even if it does, like, that's another, like, what, $16? Like, because I don't think the prize pool is as big as the Kentucky Derby, and if it is, it's probably pretty close. So all of the money is from the breeding. And I was thinking this in my head. I was like, all right, so theoretically, like, if it just wins the Kentucky Derby, let's say at best it charges $100,000 for like a breeding, and it does it 150 times. It's $150, and because of the you're right, yeah, because it's $100,000 and I own 100,000, so I get $1 every time it breeds. And say it does it 150 times. That's $150 minus all the stable fees and all of that. I don't even know if I'm going to even come out on top on this. Like,
it's bragging rights more than anything.
It literally is at this point. Like, if I make up like half my money back, I don't care. Like at this point, I'm going to sink even more money into it because I'm going to buy merch. I'm going to buy T-shirts and shit. And
get the merch. Henny Boyz racing team too. It's coming out.
Yeah, fucking horse racing team. Yeah. We have a separate division for F1 racing and stock car and rally car.
This is true. Yeah. Let me not get ahead of myself here.
We're a conglomerate here, the Henny Boyz conglomerate. But nah, so I've decided that this is the only like logical thing to come out of this is now I have a really great Bumble bio. So
there we go. You know, and imagine like telling this story to someone and them walking away.
Exactly. They're gonna be like, go back to their friends and they're gonna be like, what was wrong with him? And like, oh, he says he won the Kentucky Derby or whatever. And they're just gonna be like, what the fuck is
he was a horse guy. He's into horses. That's
damn it.